Talia here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today's video is highly requested and a video that I'm very excited to be finally filming for you guys. It is my 5 tips on how to speed up your nail process. This is one question that I see posted a lot in nail groups, is how to increase your time and how to be more efficient with your nail services. So I'm hoping these tips and tricks will help you guys. Whenever I see people posting, asking this question in nail groups, a lot of people comment saying that it's quality over quantity as far as your time goes. I get where that is coming from. I 100% agree, but I feel like these tips and tricks, when they're applied properly, will help you be more efficient in your services, but still offer quality nails. I feel like the faster that you are with your nail services, the more clients you can fit in and potentially the more money that you can make. Ultimately, we're running a business, and ultimately to run a successful business, you have to make money. So hopefully these tips help you guys. Let's jump into my 5 tips. The first tip that I want to offer to you guys is time yourself. So what I mean by that is set a timer for each specific part of your nail service. Time yourself how long it takes you to file down your fill nails. Time yourself on how long it takes you to prep your nails. Time yourself on how long it takes you to apply color. Time yourself how long it takes you to apply gel. Time yourself how long it takes you to finish file. Time yourself how long it takes you to do general basic nail art. And time yourself on how long it takes you to even apply your top gloss. This way you can see how long you're spending on each specific service. If it takes you 3 hours to do a nail service fill and you're spending an hour of that filing, that's a lot of time. This will let you know if you're spending an hour to file down your nail service, hey, okay, maybe I need to look at taking some additional training on how to use an e-file properly, or how to speed up my services with an e-file. If you're spending a lot of time on your prep work, which is really good, but if you're spending like an hour doing your prep work, maybe you need to take some additional training to teach you how to better apply and be more efficiently with your prep work. This will give you an idea of how much time that you are spending on each amount of your service and where you need to better improve. Once you have seen where you need to focus on as far as additional training, take additional training, seek out additional training. One of the things that benefited my nail services the most was taking some private training with an individual instructor. When you take private training, you're able to better adapt what you're learning from that instructor to how you work in your general salon. One thing I want to say about this is there's not very much training in my area. I need to travel to training, so budget and plan for traveling to take additional training. When I first start to implement the new training, it takes me a little bit, and I do take a little bit longer on my services, but once I have a plan in place on how to properly finish file, let's say, if I've taken a workshop on how to finish file, once I have a plan in place on how to properly finish file, I can use those tips and tricks and better adapt them for my individual services. So tip number 3, practice. Practice, 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 practice. The more you do nails, the quicker you will get. So if you are a part-time nail tech, this will be a little bit more difficult, but I found once I started being more full-time and working more full-time on my clients, my speed increased drastically. If you're not at the point where you are doing full-time nails and you're not at the point where you have to book a specific amount of time for clients, this will be a little bit harder. If you're only taking one client in the evening and you have that full 3 hours to work on your client, you're not going to become as quick as you would need to be if you're working in a full-time salon setting. Set yourself a goal to be done a fill in 2 hours. This will push you to work faster. Because you've taken your additional training, you'll know where to better be spending your time, and you'll be implementing these techniques onto your clients' nails, but you've also set yourself a time limit to have them done in an appropriate amount of time. If you are full-time, this will be a little bit easier because you know that, hey, at that hour-and-a-half mark, I have another client coming in, so I need to be more efficient at it. If you also are not more of a full-time tech and you are just doing like an evening or something like that, get yourself a training hand and practice your timing, practice your skills on that training hand. The more you practice, the more efficient and the more quick you will become. Tip number 4, put your head down when you work. I know as nail techs, and especially as people who want to communicate with your clients, it is so easy for you to, if your client's telling you a story or you want to tell a story, it's so easy to set your head up and talk to your clients like this. Keep your head down when you work on your clients' nails. but you can still be sociable and still talk. Your client does not expect you to look them in the eyes for every single story you're telling or every single story that they are telling. Keep your head down, focused on your work. This will allow you to be more efficient, keep on track, and keep on schedule for that service. Tip number 5. Be organized in your nail studio. If everything has a place and everything in its place, when you go to grab different products, you will be more efficient. And if you are more efficient, you can work more quickly on your clients. Organization in the nail salon is one of the biggest things for me to stay on top. If my nail salon is disorganized, I'm disorganized in my mind, I'm disorganized on my clients, and it takes me way longer for my fills. One of the reasons I'm organizing my nail salon, because I am finding that that is where I'm at right now. When I am working on my clients' nails, I'm disorganized. My thought process is disorganized because I don't know where my products are. They're not stored efficiently. They're not stored where I want them to be. Organize your nail studio, organize your nail supplies, keep everything organized, and keep yourself organized when you're doing your process on your clients as well. This will help you be more efficient and work a little bit more quickly, so you're not spending time looking for your products, looking for different colors. Find an organization system that works for you and implement it. I will have videos coming up on how I am organizing my nail studio, and hopefully you guys can take some tips and tricks from it to better be able to organize your individual nail salon as well. Bonus tip here, get yourself a good e-file. And if you don't know how to e-file, definitely look at taking some training to learn how to use an e-file properly. When I first started, I can't even remember the e-file that I had, but it was more of like a lower end e-file. And when I invested in a really good e-file, my Erica's MT20, when I invested in a good e-file and I learned how to use it properly, my services and my speed increased drastically. And when I say learn how to use your e-file properly, I mean that when I take down the bulk of the nail, my e-file is turned right up to about 3/4 of the way. This allows me to take down the bulk of the product quite quickly, as opposed to if I had it turned down. But I have good e-file control and I know how to use my e-file properly. These tips for my e-file have allowed me to speed up my e-file portion of my service, which I know is where a lot of people spend a lot of their time. I know a lot of people spend a lot of time filing down the bulk of their nails, and they spend a lot of time finish filing. Finish filing is one of the most important steps, so that is good. But if you don't know how to do it efficiently, or if you're not using your e-file to its fullest ability, or if you're hand filing and spending a lot of time using hand filing, investing in e-file and knowing how to e-file properly will definitely increase your speed and increase your efficiency with your clients. So I hope this helped you guys. I meant to just do 5 tips for you, but I threw in another one there for you as well, because I do fully believe that having a good e-file will help you be more efficient. Comment below if you have any other tips and tricks for increasing your times, working more efficiently, and ultimately making more money in the nail salon and with your nail services. I would love to hear what you guys do to work more efficiently in the nail salon. Make sure you're following me on all my social media, and I'll see you guys in my next video.